Hello there. We are going to play Tribes of Midgard today, and we are going to do a full saga run in solo modus in less than 1 hour, if possible. And I will give you a brief overview of what we are going to do. For that, let's look at the receipts. We are aiming for maybe a Raider X, maybe not, but we are aiming for Nornia X and Muspelheim Mole level 3. Muspelheim Mole level 3 has a very special ability, and that is the Fire Trail. And the Fire Trail does like 80 damage each second on a large area. But if you combine it with a special rune, which is Nothing to Hide, it will do 1000 damage each second. And that is amazing. And that is also a special account here, though Nothing to Hide is the only rare rune we have. Therefore, all rare runes we will get is Nothing to Hide. And also the other runes are quite limited, which are unlocked here, though we are only getting nice runes. And with that we can go into the game. So our strategy will be to run around naked, to somehow survive and heal, and do a ton of damage meanwhile. And our first objective is to build this quarry. And for that, since we are not going north, because swamp is not the optimal first biome, we want grasslands, we can also just take our quest and get some more runes. This is okay for a start. So soul powered is very strong, but only if you have souls. And at least we have this soulmate rune here, which gives us some souls on top of what we already will get from killing monsters. And yeah, here, unfortunately, we do not have ramps yet to get this treasure, but we are working on that. So the first thing we will do now is clear that cave. Just because it's so conveniently right where we are. And yeah, we are a bit low on health points. We might have to retreat here, depending on if we level up now. Yeah, we level up. Also find a rune which helps us killing the other monsters. But still, we are low on health points, and that's not a good thing. So we are retreating. But at the very least, can now go back to base and heal a little bit. Maybe also use our time here to craft at least a pickaxe. Healing. Can we somehow craft the sickle? Yes, and a stone pickaxe, and we already have a nice set of tools for the early game. And now we should also be able to clear the cave. Always a bit annoying here when you can't see your enemies because of the bridge. But anyways, we are at full health points. We now get a heal potion and we can try to fight the witch. Let's see if we have any better runes. No. Yes. For the witch I really want the most power we can get. And with that we have our first quest completed and we have 8 cut stones, so we can probably get the quarry running. Always doing the blessing points when I'm traveling with shrines, because there you don't lose any time. But that's just a matter of seconds here, not really important. Now we want to go to the quest, because when we do the quest we get the location of a sorcerer. But before we do that we can just clear this little camp. So especially in the early game it's important to get information about the map, because then you are not running blindly. Here we get a map which gives us the position of of an island where we can find a beacon later. That's helpful. Yeah, and if you look at the state of the game, only 7 minutes in the game and we already have a decent rune set and we have a quarry. That's both quite helpful. Taking the silver so we can craft better tools and the radar axe if we want to. Now we are going for this treasure, because you don't want to miss those. Maybe we are lucky and the 2 goblins destroy our ramps. It sounded like they did destroy at least one. Yeah. And because of that we get a ton of wood. Also a neat trick, you can also place ramps and deconstruct them, but this way you don't even have to deconstruct them, the little goblins just do it for you. We are making progress to the sorcerer, to the quest, I mean. Those guys we kill, so we have a chance of getting so we have a chance of getting more nothing to hide runes, because Also, our rune set is good. I really want more nothing to hide. We are in a bit of a hurry to get back to the swamp and get some moon balls tonight, maybe. So we are maybe doing this outpost next. If I remember correctly, there were some moon balls here. Perfect. And now we can do the outpost. Which is, to be honest, a dangerous game. So here, we have to be careful. Giants are never really nice. Also the fire guys are not the nicest people in the world. They also deal a ton of damage. You can die quite easily if you're not careful. And as you can see, I'm jumping all the time because it makes you faster and also it avoids damage. So you're like invincible during a jump. And that was a mistake. Anyways, we are in a good state. Can now pick our next quest at least. I also see if we can do something about our bad rune situation. Yes, teach a Viking to fish is also easy. Let's check our runes really quick. Nothing we can really do except for this soulmate to retain some of the souls we just lost. And here also what you can learn here is, even though it's really doing a lot of damage to run through this ice field, it just saves you time not to first get a frost resist potion and running back to shrines when you don't have to. Like here, it was just better to just run there. Just always making progress and saving time. This looks interesting. So going to the other swamp next to find a sword shorer maybe, or more Linnorn spikes, so we can get a better weapon. However, we will go to this sorcerer first. So when we buy sorcerer maps, we will not find this one sorcerer a second time. So it can be that you buy a sorcerer map and just find a sorcerer which is on the edge of your map, and that's a waste of our souls if you buy such a map. Maybe we can craft. Yes, we can. And there's the sorcerer we've been looking for. Here we only need 5 more spikes. And now we can also get 3 sorcerer maps, only needed 2. Now we can get our axe. Actually, we need some souls first. But after that we can get a non-X level 1 or 2, depending on how many souls we can find. We need at least 250 more souls, or 200 more souls. So we kinda have to fight here. This time a bit more careful. But this should do it. Next we are going for the Desert Sorcerer. Of course, after getting an axe. And also checking here. Checking my runes, equipping better runes. So we need 600 souls to get Nornya X level 2. And we are now collecting materials for the fire hammer. We have enough bones. Need some more garnet. And how about ember? We need a ton of ember. And we cannot just buy the ember, it's way too expensive. So we are doing one more outpost soon. we have enough garnet. I might, however, collect some more, maybe going for a fire axe as a secondary weapon. I'm not sure yet. Okay, there's the outpost we need, and also some more souls. Oops. Okay, that was dangerous. Those exploding things. But at least we found a nothing to hide. And that makes me happy. Now aiming for some more nothing to hide here. Or more ember. Wow. Good, we somehow survived this. But sometimes the dead bodies just trap you, and that's also a very dangerous situation. Okay, we have one more health potion, we are not using it, but we are happy we can. Trying to level up now, some way. That's why we are also upgrading this trapper earlier than we have to. But we are not leveling up. So we now have to heal. And this is our last health potion, so we are using her for a nice healing. And then we are going for this beacon, because here we find more health potions. Driving boat is always a good opportunity to change things in your equipment. And now we can have a ton of fun with the fire hammer. It's one of the most useful weapons here in, well, in my opinion, it's the strongest weapon to fight many camps and in many scenarios, because we didn't lose any health and just killed one of the stronger areas in the game. Now, in order to find more beacons, we also clear this camp. Can do it quite easily with the hammer as well. they all just burn while we open the chest. And here in the south we can see another island, and we are lucky it is a beacon island. This one can help us later to craft heat resist potions, so we don't have to buy it somewhere, we can just craft it. Yeah, maybe one more. Ouch. Some guy survived. Now we have to be careful. Jotun probably is very close to our base, so we should keep an eye on it. The last beacon is here. And the Jotun, yeah, maybe it's also here, but I guess it's close. So we are just doing a quick exploration trip here. Hopefully finding a bridge, or at least getting close to the last island. And since we found the bridge, we now know that we can easily get to the last island this way. And we are now getting the stack. And after that, probably I want to fight Jotun. Because sometimes I just die because I ignore Jotun too long. Though it's especially dangerous when you miss the warning message which tells you that Jotun is inside your village or it destroyed your gates. Then it's... as soon as the health of your tree starts going down, it's usually too late to travel back. But right now, we should be very safe still. And can just check here if Jotun is here. Yeah, okay, it's here, so it's very safe still. We can do our quest. And after that, think about what we want to do now. We could go snake. We are going to this sorcerer now, but we could go snake next, which I will probably do. Or we could open the volcano. But then the night just started. I'm a bit too late to do it tonight. Or we could try to open Fenrir, but it is too early to have enough materials. And Yeah, we could also go Niflheim. But I think just going for Jotun, for Snake is a good option right now. Because we are not losing too much time with this boat trip. Though the option would have been to go over the bridge first and hope that here's a closer connection. We are not doing this. And yeah, Volcano is too early or too late in the night right now. And Fenrir is too early because we do not have enough stone. You can see my souls ticking up because this guy ran into my fire. And Niflheim, I like to do it later in the game. Right now is a good moment to check I don't have a fishing rod yet. And also I need a cold resist potion, which costs some souls. You can buy them for, I think, 1,500 souls each. But right now, if I do that, I have no souls left for anything else. So I'd rather kill Snake first now and just get a ton of souls here. Just careful not to die. Okay, not for speed is good for Volcano, because we are doing it at night and we may have to travel long distances. So now is a good time for Jotun. It's about here. We can get a nice axe. And then kill it for many souls at a very high speed. What is missing here? Garnet, okay. So we probably need 10 garnet if we want the fire axe, and yeah, getting 10 garnet is a little bit challenging because we would have to either find it in the desert or buy it for 2,000 souls. And 2,000 souls is not what I want to spend on this right now. Here we can check stones. We have 46. We can craft the remaining ones, and therefore we are going Fenrir. So I was wrong when I assumed that we don't have enough stone. All we have to do is get to 10,000 souls, which is doable if we sell a ton of stuff. I mean, we have all weapons we need, we don't need any armor, we can sell almost everything, and we only need 300 more souls should be done now. Yes. So we can go Fenrir. By the way, 10,000 souls is exactly what it needs for what we need for bridge and hideout fragments. Hideout fragments cost 7,500 souls and bridge 2,500. Hideout 5. We have 2,800 left and can now build the bridge. Okay, not enough. Build the bridge and kill Fenrir. And after that, right after that, we can check what time of day it is and if we want to kill Snake or go Volcano. However, for Volcano we need event fragments. And event fragments cost another 7,500 souls. We don't have that right now, so probably we are going Snake either ways. And also we may want to defend our village a little bit at least, buying some gates. Level 2 gates make it a lot safer through the first blood moon. But we should also be able to survive without them. We are just building some gates to be a little bit more safe. Here you can see the power of Radar X. Just gonna play safe. Yes. We arrive at our village before the start of night, and now we can upgrade. Quick repair. Is there anything else? No. Quick repair upgrade. And also buy a heat-proof potion, because we will need it at some point. And we are at a point where we don't need any more materials. We have all weapons, we don't need any armor. And we have upgraded all gates. The only material I don't wanna sell right now is okay, we need this actually, but the only material I don't wanna sell right now is yeah, we are not going for fire axe. Is somewhat to maybe repair gates, because we're not getting any wood from quarry or farms, and therefore we will need wood if gates ever get broken. And can we somehow get 3,000 souls? Can sell this. Can also sell this. But 3,000 souls is probably a bit too much. Even if we start selling this and... Oh, it's looking good. I think that's enough. We only need 40 event fragments. Unfortunately, we are a bit late here. And we have enough left to go to the volcano and just try to do it. Yeah, but looking at the situation, it's quite dire. I'm just going snake first. Here I'm not healing, because the Fenrir rune only helps if you are below 50% health. And we are just under 2,000 health points. So we can have a pretty amazing boss fight here with a ton of damage. And after the boss, I will probably buy large health heat resist potions and do volcano at day. You can see 1,400 damage from each fire attack. And we didn't even use our invincibility soup. We can just use it now. We get a new one here. Okay, missing iron, we don't care. Next night is no attackers anyways. And yeah, we are doing it without heat resist. Small ones will do. We will just hurry and use our mana potions, since we will get new mana potions anyways. Though the witches on top of the volcano always drop mana potions, and that is why we are not interested in saving them right now. Here we are just finding good paths to avoid arrows and damage from those guys. now we have to walk all that way back. But yeah, sometimes you really have to search for those worms or muscle. And sometimes you are lucky and find them. This is, by the way, the last boss. And then we can fight... we only need to fight Hell then. We are not healing again because of the Fenrir rune. Instead we are just trying to kill it as fast as possible. And this time I'm saving my mana potions so I can use them later, because in Underworld I'm not getting any new mana potions. Here a good timing on the invincibility soup was somewhat important. I still have 1 or 2 seconds left. Now I'm healing. And yeah, with a well-placed invincibility soup and a Fenrir rune you can do so much here. Next thing is, yeah, we can put some souls in here. Next thing is we also need a Jotun, but especially we need a cold resist potion. Usually I'm getting 2 of them and don't have to worry. Now I also need a fishing rod, if I remember correctly. We didn't craft one. If we can somehow get to 7,500 souls. Oh, branches. If we can somehow get to 7,500 souls, we can also buy Jotun fragments, which would make things a bit easier. Come on, 1 tree. Branches. It was a little fail. Costing us like 30 seconds maybe. What's missing now? Still branches. And a Jotun entered Midgard. This direction. Maybe here. Because it's a frost Jotun, we can use a frost potion. Just kill it. Because it will give us a new frost potion here. Now we need a underground gate. This is the only one we have here. And can go underground. Let's hope we find the fishing pond fast. Okay, I've never seen that. Also here the hammer is our best friend, because we can again kill and burn all enemies without losing any health. Quickly checking if we have all materials, quest and Jotun. So all we have to find now is one more root and the fishing pond. This looks good. This looks like a fishing place, hopefully. Yes. Okay, that was dangerous. Always have your health potions ready. Unfortunate. Okay, one root and we can kill Hell and then go Valhalla and finish the game. I don't think I need to activate this. By the way, I'm only looking at the minimap right now. Okay, I will just go below 2000 health here. So if you walk out of the talk range and click open chest right after, you can instantly open it. It works in many situations with many things. This is where I usually use this little bug. Okay, here I want different runes. You do not have to kill those monsters, you can just rush through here. Maybe use a fire trail to avoid some damage, but not killing them all. Oops. Okay, so even though I'm above 2000 health, I will be below 2000 health when I enter the room, because I have to do a little jump, and that's perfect. Yeah, and I will switch runes again, and I will also switch weapon to Raider X and Fenrir rune and Sutra rune. This I don't need anymore. This and this. And also use this. And here, Raider can use this. And we will kill it so fast. It doesn't dive. Yeah, and we don't even have to open this chest, so took us 57 minutes. So after 57 minutes, we finished the game. I'm saying 57 minutes here because usually you start like 30 seconds late. Yeah, and now you can see the stats. We did a total of 2.5 million damage, which I always reach a value around this, and always around 300 creatures slain, and always 27 golden horns, unless you have golden egg runes equipped, but we didn't have any and we don't need golden horns, so that's fine. Yeah. And yeah, what I still have some problems is with the event fragments. So getting enough souls is quite hard, and also waiting for the events is a bad idea. Maybe a good idea would be to go hell earlier, hell before Sutra, maybe. And yeah, else than that, 57 minutes is a quite solid time. We have lost some minutes here and there, but if you really want to go faster, what you should do is you can use this weapon to boost your speed, and also in the classes, Hunter is a very strong class. Usually what speedrunners do is they use this skill to get more resources. It's really insane how many resources you are getting when you're using this skill. And this skill, so you can open things, open chests in 1 or 2 seconds instead of 5. And also same goes for beacons. And those two skills give you better vision. But if you can open treasures that fast, and we opened like 10 or 15 treasures, that would be maybe a minute we save during the game, maybe 2, I don't know. At least some considerable amount of time, and getting more resources also gives you more things you can sell to get souls, and could have also saved us some trouble. But if you're doing this strategy, usually you switch back to a different class like Warrior or Berserker at the end of the game to do the necessary damage. Yeah, for more damage you can also always use a Berserker, because especially this one gives you 50% damage bonus, and that bonus really makes a huge difference. Especially since we are playing below 50% health anyways, because of the Fenrir rune at the end. Berserker is an amazing class. The only thing, you cannot switch weapons and keep your mana, therefore this skill is quite useful, because it just gives you a mana boost, and if you get the boost right after switching to your hammer, so you are in this case getting this blast, and the blast right after switching your hammer, so you have instantly full mana and can use the hammer and then switch back to your axe and do the normal fighting. Berserker is amazing for DPS. And yeah, Ranger, some people also like to play it because you get a movement speed bonus of 20%. That's also very helpful if you're mainly running around. So those are the 4 main classes you might see in speedruns. In earlier speedruns there were the game changed since then, but you were able to throw Sentinel Shield for really tons of damage. That's not possible anymore. Usually you see a combination of Hunter and Warrior. Today we only played Warrior because I don't really like switching classes during a run. But for a speedrun I would do it. Yeah, what else can I say? I did not use any armor. If you want to play with armor, you should probably just play similar to what I did, and also do not search for specific items for armor, and instead just craft whatever armor you can from the items you already have. But if you are playing with armor, you cannot use nothing to hide, and if you cannot use nothing to hide, the hammer with the fire trail is extremely weak and unreliable. So if you want to use the fire trail with other runes and nothing to hide, you have to use soul powered. And you have seen that during my last run I only got 2 soul powered runes, despite only having 3 epic runes unlocked. So maybe I could have gotten 3 soul powered in a run, but never as many as you get nothing to hide runes. And also nothing to hide, it only takes a few minutes to get a full set of nothing to hide runes, while it took me the whole game to get 2 soul powered runes. So I prefer running around naked, but you can of course use armor. It makes your game more reliable, but also less damage and no fire trail action. Yeah, but that's my playing style. Just running around naked, going from one important location to another, and skipping everything that's not necessary to finish the game. And that way you can do a pretty fast and good run. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. Goodbye.